Hello, welcome to Therapy Talk with Tammy and Pauline. I'm so glad you're here. Today we have a very special episode, so I'm super happy that you're here and thankful that you're here. So, a little bit about us. We are two therapists from two different locations giving you fantastic mental health content with a dash of goofy. But today we're going to be serious and we're going to talk about Veterans Day. So I want to thank you to all of current and past service members and their families. I want to thank you for your service. I personally have a lot of service members in my family. I'm actually married to one, and it's a challenge sometimes. So I just want to give a big shout out to all of you and just fighting the good fight. So today I had the chance of interviewing a really good friend of mine. Her name is Lexi Galloway, and she is a behavioral health case manager. She's also a therapist, but she's a case manager for the Iowa National Guard. And she works a lot with vets. And so I wanted to get her 2 cents worth and kind of like her thoughts on like what she's seeing with trends and things like that in mental health. So she gave me this amazing quote that I'm going to talk about. But she said a lot of things. We oftentimes associate PTSD with vets. And she said, absolutely 100% true. But she said, however, there's been like an uptick in like anxiety and depression. And Pauline and I are going to get in some facts later on about that. But so Lexi Galloway's quotes, I'm going to read it, so I apologize. But she said, working with vets in the therapy setting, discussing healthy aspects of therapy and how working through their issues makes them better soldiers. It reduces the stress factors in their civilian lives, and it's important for rapport. And I thought that was just amazing. I don't think we've really talked a whole lot about rapport on our channel, but we will later. But I think that's just some fantastic information that she gave us in my little mini interview. So thank you, Lexi Galloway. A big shout out to you.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, yes, big shout out to Lexi and other individuals out there who are doing the work. And the fact that like Tammy and I are literally trying to destigmatize mental health, right? And to hear that even in the military community, that there are people out there who are also trying to do that in that circle. So that means a lot to hear. And the thing is, we can all be a part of this big movement, right? There's a lot going on, and today is Veterans Day, and we're going to focus on veterans today. But at the same time, even though today is Veterans Day, we can do our part every day of the week to make sure that this population is being taken care of. So, Tammy, I want to start out by at least like talking about who is a veteran. Okay, so we have resources in the link or in the description below, and go on there, check it out. And we got some of our information from these resources. So in one of the resources, they define veterans as military individuals who has served on any branch of the armed forces and is no longer serving. And that's a veteran. And we're going to be doing a lot of reading today because it's a lot of information and we don't want to mess up. But yeah, well, we're going to mess up because we're Tammy and Pauline.
I know.
So Tammy, could you please provide us with some facts?
I will. And again, thank you for Pauline for prefacing that. I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. So, but I don't want to mess up the facts. So I'm going to give you guys the data. It's all about data, right? So some facts about veterans. 30% who were deployed in Iraq and Afghanistan have mental health conditions, which can include PTSD and also major depression. Less than 50% receive mental health services. So that's scary. And again, it's a whole nother plug for like people who are in the mental health field, and we really need you out there. The VA administration noted that 22 vets, Pauline, 22 vets die each day by suicide. And if that doesn't hurt your heart, nothing will. The next fact, length of deployment means emotional distress. And it doesn't mean emotional distress just for the vet or the person who's in service, of course, but it also is a lot of stress with the family members, with spouses and partners and their kiddos. So there's a lot of stress going on with the entire gamut of the family structure. Next fact, 2 out of 10 vets with PTSD will have substance abuse issues. And we talked about that in another episode before this. 1 in 10 from Iraq and Afghan have substance abuse issues. And the last bit of information I have is binge drinking can be seen in vets with PTSD. And that does make sense. I'm sure that's their way of coping, or a lot of other like ways to like check out. But again, these are a list of just stuff. Yeah, some facts on vets. So yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you for that, Tammy. And with you just reading the list, like one word that really comes up for me is compassion, and how we need to have compassion for these individuals. Yeah. And like we've talked about before, how substance and even eating can be a coping skill for a lot of different individuals. But when we talk about veterans specifically, I mean, this is major. And so the next bit I want to get into is mental health for veterans, the type of services that are out there. And so there are evidence-based therapies that are offered in the VA centers or VA clinics. And they also offer substance abuse treatments and support groups. And support groups could be for veterans, could be for family members as well. There's medication management. There's also veterans benefits. And in one of our episodes, we talked about how to seek a therapist and how your insurance is one way of doing that. Well, with veterans, there is a lot of different benefits that I cannot even list. But in the resources below, in the description, there is going to be a link for you to identify all the different resources and benefits out there. And one thing that I did pick up on is that there is an individual you can work with who is accredited representative. Let me say that again. An accredited representative can help you in picking out the resource, or not resources, but the benefits that you can that you would need as a veteran and for your family members and different things like that. I would love to list the benefits. However, the link is in the description below. Click on it and go from there. So that's what I have for mental health for veterans.
Yeah. So what can you do to help veterans suffer in silence? So we need your help. We need your help to hit like and subscribe, not only this channel, but go into other mental health channels and share those, because this is all a fight that everybody's having. You never know what other people's fight is. So I really think it's important to like share not only this mental health knowledge, but other mental health knowledges that are out there.
Yes, definitely agree. And again, today is Veterans Day, and today's the day we get to recognize these veterans. However, every day should be when we recognize them. And so what can we do as individuals? We can simply start by saying thank you. Okay. Thank you goes a long way. There are community resources out there for even yourself to get more educated on this topic. Again, the description, in our description, we have links and resources for you. Click on it, like, share, subscribe, as we always say. The thing is, when we like these videos, when we watch these videos, YouTube says, okay, we can promote and allow this video to be seen by other people. So please do your part. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit share, because that's the only way, again, these videos are going to get seen. So to all the veterans out there, to all the veterans and their family members, a big thank you. And
thank you.
We will see y'all next time. Okay. So as always, be kind to yourself. Bye.